Jermall Charlo getting dogged out by all the boxing media right now for pulling up on Adin Ross. And I'm going to let y'all hear exactly what he did when he pulled up on Adin Ross. But let's talk about it. Should Jermall Charlo be getting dogged out by all the boxing media like he is? We're going to talk about it and cook on it on this video. But before we do that, make sure y'all hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook. Jermall Charlo can't catch a break. After being out of the ring, Jermall finally came back. And, you know, he didn't defend this strap. He been holding on to that WBC strap without defending it for almost 3 years. And I think that right there have a lot of fans heated. So any chance they can get on Jermall Charlo's helmet, they gonna take that chance and run with it. Not only the fans, the boxing media. Because the boxing media just dogged Jermall Charlo out real bad this time. Now, we all know in the past Jermall Charlo has struggled with alcohol. People are saying that he's been on drugs, and you know, he struggled with a whole lot of mental health issues. Most of those issues started when he was having trouble in his personal life with his marriage and whatnot. Now, I'm not finna get into all of that because that's not what this video is about. And quite frankly, it ain't really none of my business. And y'all know the issues that he had going on. But when I look at the situation, it seems like that's when everything kind of spiraled out of control with Jermall Charlo when he was going through his divorce. Now, him and his wife, they're in a great space. You know, they didn't get a divorce and they back together and they're in a great space. So good for them. And ever since then, Jermall, to me, he looked like that he's doing a lot better than he was doing before. Now, he did return to the ring, and I talked about his performance. I thought he had a great offensive performance, but I thought he looked horrible on defense. So, of course, he needed to get back in the gym and polish some things up. And Jermall Charlo has been doing that. Jermall Charlo been in the gym training, and he's been a lot more disciplined than he was before. Now, last week, all this news came out that Jermall Charlo was going to be fighting Canelo Alvarez. Now, we know the channels that come out with all these lying news all the time. I don't even have to get into that. But the news didn't come from Jermall Charlo. It didn't come from Canelo. It came from all of these lying ass channels that say that they have sources. Sources told them the next fight is going to be Jermall and Canelo and all of that. Well, Jermall never said that. Canelo Alvarez never said that. But people are still running with those lies. Now, recently, Jermall Charlo, he pulled up on Adin Ross. Now, like I told y'all before, Jermall Charlo, he was already getting trashed last week when he pulled up and did a live stream showing everybody that he was kicking it with his family. He was on vacation, having a good time. People was already up under his comments talking about, oh, look at him, he's drunk and he's drunk. And he did address that. He said, look, I can't even have fun on vacation with my family without y'all hopping in my comments, calling me a drunk, saying I'm drunk. Ain't nobody drunk. I'm chilling with my family. And honestly, Jermall didn't look like he was drunk on that video. He looked like he was just enjoying himself. And so what if he was having drinks with his family on vacation? Because everybody that was up under his comments, half of y'all are alcoholics in real life without being on vacation. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just, you know, crazy for people to criticize that man every time he turned on the camera. But we're going to talk about what Jermall Charlo recently did, pulling up on Adin Ross. And if y'all not familiar with who Adin Ross is probably the most famous streamer, if not one of the most famous streamers. He have damn near 5 million subscribers on YouTube. And I mean, on all platforms, he probably got 40-50 million subs. So we've seen Gervonta Davis on there. We've seen Ryan Garcia. I mean, he's had anybody you can think of pull up on him. Charleston White, everybody messed with Adin Ross. So this is what happened when Jermall Charlo, I believe he called in to the show. I'm gonna let y'all hear it and we're gonna come back and we're gonna cook on it.
Hey, throw me and my boy the bag and we straight, you know what I mean?
How much?
Shit, how much you charging?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I've never paid anyone to commentate. It's really just out of love. So I didn't really like think.
I know, but like this right here gonna get like this guy right here gonna take it up.
Andre just came on and commentated, and like he did out of love. You know, I didn't really pay. So, and I even had Javante, Haney, Ryan. They all wanna fuck.
I'm not Javante. I'm not Andre. I'm like it's bigger than that.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Well, look, I'll tell you, bro. We'll chop it off camera. We'll figure something out.
Man, you ain't got, bro. I ain't asking for a whole bunch of money or nothing.
Now, as y'all can hear, Jermall Charlo, he pulled up, and I'm going to keep it real. Could he have been intoxicated? Yeah, he could have been intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, last time we seen him, he was on vacation. So he still may be on vacation. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, he could have been intoxicated. I'm not finna say that he's not or he couldn't have been. But I mean, I've heard Jermall Charlo in a much worse state than he was when he called in that y'all heard. Now, he's asking Adin Ross, as y'all can hear, to pay him to go on the show, right? To pay him to do a stream. That's what Adin Ross does. You know, he does live streams and people call in and click in on camera and all of that. Y'all know what it is. I don't have to explain all of that. But he's saying, well, how much you gonna pay me? You know what I'm saying? Pay me a bag. And Adin Ross is like, bruh, I mean, why am I gonna pay you? Pretty much. Like, we could talk about it off camera, but what you mean pay you? Like, you pulled up on me. And to keep it 1,000%, like Adin Ross, like for real, he don't need Jermall Charlo on his show. Like, he's way more famous than Jermall Charlo. He's 50 times more famous than Jermall Charlo. So that's why he was kind of like, what are you talking about? I didn't have much bigger fighters on here than you. I just had Andrade on here. Now, he's not bigger than Jermall, but we was kicking it. He ain't asked me to pay him. I didn't have Ryan Garcia on here kicking it on several occasions. I didn't have Gervonta Davis on here, and ain't none of them asked me to pay them for coming on. Like, you know, they just do it just because they want to promote their profile, and they know that if they come on my platform, they can do that, right? He's much bigger than all of them. Let's just keep it a buck. So Jermall Charlo, man, he coming on there talking crazy, you know, and that's not unusual for Jermall Charlo to do. Now, like I said, going back to now, everybody's calling him a drunk. Everybody has been just killing him online. I mean, World Boxing News, as y'all can see it in my thumbnail, World Boxing News, they came out and they just murdered him in the article. They started the article out, I'm talking about in their headline, call this man an unstable drunk. Come on now. Y'all can't be doing that. You know what I'm talking about? That man, you don't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he could have still been on vacation. So I think, you know, a lot of the criticism that he been getting last week and this week is uncalled for. And then you got articles saying that he's lost his shot at a Canelo Alvarez fight. He's not stable. He won't be fighting Canelo Alvarez now. Well, he never said he was fighting Canelo. Matter of fact, he came on camera and he told everybody in the last live stream that he did that he ain't even talked to Al Heyman since his last fight. He don't know what's going on with Canelo. Canelo came and he says that he ain't announcing who he fighting. He said he won't be making an announcement until the next week or two. So, man, y'all are making up this news. Y'all are running with this news that Canelo is fighting Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo, if he ain't heard from Al Heyman, I'm pretty sure that he probably ain't fighting Canelo. Because if he was fighting Canelo, if he knew he was fighting Canelo, if he had heard from Al Heyman, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be on vacation right now. He'll be somewhere preparing to fight Canelo because that fight is in May. We already damn near in March. You know what I'm talking about? So he could be fighting Canelo, but like I'm saying, if he ain't heard nothing, how y'all heard anything about it? That's all I'm asking. How y'all know what the fighter gonna do before he know? So we don't know what Jermall Charlo gonna do next because he don't know. We don't know what Canelo Alvarez gonna do next because he ain't told us. So, you know, I think that all the criticism that Jermall Charlo is getting I understand it because he has a history of this. But you know, I mean, let the man live. Let the man live, you know what I'm talking about? Because like I said before, most of y'all alcoholics anyway. A lot of y'all alcoholics, y'all drink when y'all ain't even got nothing going on. So why y'all always trolling him and trying to dog these fighters out, you know? And I understand you're supposed to live a fighter's lifestyle, and Jermall Charlo has been guilty of not doing that. But we don't know the situation. All he did was call in, and he sounded like he was intoxicated, but he could have still been on vacation. Jermall Charlo, what he needs to do is he needs to realize that he doesn't need to pick up the phone at all when he been drinking. He just don't. That's it. To make a big deal out of it, I think it's uncalled for. But you know, everybody have their own opinion and their own outlook on the situation. Let me know how y'all feel about it. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit my like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed. And y'all already know how I do. Dang, I'm talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.